This is Andi Purewal for Boxing Social in association with Betfred, and I'm delighted to joined by Teofimo Lopez here at the Purewal Free Media Centre. Teofimo, you must be a very happy man today to finally have some positive news around your fight with George Kambosos.
Of course, man. I'm thankful for everything that has happened throughout this time, and everything happens for its reason. So I'm just thankful for being here just to give you guys this my rundown of what happened and all the stuff that was going on. I guess people just started boxing me in, and it was in a very malicious way, but I just kept my patience, and I knew that eventually something great was going to come out of it, and it came out today. The zone now is going to take charge, and with the zone, they're going to make it happen. So it's all about, I think November we're talking about, probably the 13th of November. It's going to be awesome.
Teofimo, I just want to get a rundown from you from this entire series of events, from when Triller won the purse bids up until this point with Matchroom now picking up the show. How would you reflect on it all and just look back on it for me?
I think that everything happens the way it needs to happen. Everything happens for its reasons. It's amazing. It's like a roller coaster. Actually, I don't mind being honest still, because it's fun. I enjoyed the ride now, and that's all it is. I'm not gonna get off this roller coaster. When people when everything goes into an auction, right, like a purse bid, right, things go, the highest bidder gets the fight, and that was out of my hands, and Triller was the one that outbidded the zone and Top Rank and whoever else that had bidded on the fight. So it's just those things, things happened the way they did. Triller finally forfeited the fight. They just felt like they're not at a point right now financially to make the fight happen, I suppose. That's just my assumption. And, we just leave it back to the zone. I knew we were going to get this fight done, regardless,
You had that huge win against Vasyl Lomachenko when you picked up those titles. Do you feel like you've wasted a year of your career because you haven't been able to fight since?
No, not at all. I don't feel like I wasted a year at all. Would I have loved fighting more this year? Absolutely. But I don't think I wasted any time. I think everything happens, like I said, for its reasons. Like, God's time is always perfect. The higher is always perfect, and I got to give them that. It's like it just gave me a realization in myself. Like, I got to know myself. I got to really, sit back. How do I want to carry my son? How do I want him to see me? How do I want the public to see me? What is my image for everyone? Becoming undisputed at 23 years young, beating a number one pound-for-pound fighter like Vasyl Lomachenko at the time, someone that was a 3-division world champion, two-time Olympic gold medalist, and I beat him against all odds. So it's all about, all right, now that we did that, there's so much more I could do. I did that in my Jordan year. Now this is my Kobe year, 24. That's that Mamba mentality. It's just about setting a different tone, a better tone for my sport, a better tone for the people around the world. Because we're all inspiration, athletes. We're more than athletes. We're a sign of hope, Like, when people see us, they're like, I could be like that, And all you have to do is just focus on a vision, that only you see. No one else is going to see this vision. Only you are going to be able to see it, and that's it. And there's going to be people that are going to doubt it. Sometimes it could be family. Sometimes it could be friends. But you just got to keep going. I don't take no for an answer, and that's why I'm here today.
Teo, just with a fight, I remember seeing you did an interview where you actually said you'd offered George Kambosos $380,000 of your own money, of your own purse, to get that fight made. Why was that offer not accepted?
I guess the guy didn't want to take the fight. That's just really what I think so of everything, was that I'm willing to give you everything and more. Like, you're going to get $2 million for that fight, and you're also going to get, not only that, but you're also going to get the opportunity of fighting for all the belts and get a chance to become undisputed. And you're complaining that you want more money? Like, I'm willing to give you more, But now, things have happened the way they did. See, that's the thing, though. You have to be financially stable. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to be financially stable. You got to know where your tax bracket is at the moment. I know, you got to be on a budget. Everybody. You don't see me, I don't look, I don't look rich. You know what I'm saying? I look normal, but I am. But I'm not. Rich is just a state of mind. I'm wealthy. That's the difference. Wealthy is where I'm at. And I thank the higher, I thank the man above, because I couldn't be here. None of us could have been here without him. So I take that with humbleness, I take that with mercy, I take that with grace, and I take that with a lot of peace, you know. So I felt like maybe he got a little shook, but the fight is still going on, you know, regardless, you know.
You said you don't feel like you've lost a year of your career. You've been able to work behind the scenes still throughout this past year, like we've said. But because of a back and forth, more so with what George has said, do you feel like the kind of any form of pent up frustration you'll want to bring into the fight when the pair of you do finally get into the ring?
I think that, look, everything, like, with this happening, it showed everyone's true colors in my, team, you know? Like, because when the going went tough, like, a lot of things changed, you know? So I'm just like, I needed that. Thank you. So now I'm back on my 10 toes. I stand for something. I will not fall for anything. I'm proud of myself for doing that at this young age. And it's all about just setting a tone. And I really believe that with George Kambosos, you shouldn't have screamed at my mother. You know what I mean? You shouldn't have screamed at my team. I know you were frustrated. So was I. I was crying, though. Like, I literally was crying when I had got the positive results of COVID. And then I was symptomatic along with it. You know, that was 12 weeks of my hard work too, guy. You know what I'm saying? But now you reap what you sow. You know? Now you're going to have to deal for the punishment for saying that stuff while I wasn't there, while I was in Vegas, you was in Miami and you got all big and bad and was able to do that. But if I was there, you wouldn't have said that. You know what I mean? And it's like, and a lot of people disrespected my team. A lot of people, because the show couldn't go on without me. And I apologize, but what am I going to do? Break the law and fight with COVID? Risk my life and everybody else's life? No, you got to think outside. No money is gonna save me at that moment. Damn if I do, damn if I don't. Why am I going to deny $5.4, $5.6 million? You know what I mean? I had to think about the people. That's what people do. Like, you know what I mean? Like, people think we're just robots here and like, hey, all right, push us here, push us there. No, I want to show all the fighters, I want to show people in life that you can make your decisions too. You know, we all have a choice in life. My choice was to make the right decision, which was the hardest decision to do, but it was the right decision to make at the time.
Teo can move forwards because I know you guys are going to shoot off against some video. You've been doing a lot of media, but
It's
obviously
awesome, you know me, I never say no to this.
don't say that to me because I'll be here for an hour.
Then go ahead, we'll talk about it. This is Boxing Social, you know what I'm saying? This is all it's what about, you know, giving you guys the time of my time, because time is everything. Time is patience, time is key to life. And if I have the time to do this for you all, of course I'm going to take advantage of it, but it's not an advantage, it is a blessing. You know, that's how I look at it now. This time that I took, I didn't take off. I didn't go and sit in the couch and reminisce about my fight with Lomachenko. I didn't sit on this couch and think about, man, my life is ruined now. No, I went and I stood in the gym, you know. I have the proof right here, you know, stayed in the gym at all times, you know, stayed ready always. You know what I'm saying? Like, we stay ready, you know. It's just I gotta use the restroom. I'm not gonna lie, but overall, man, we stay ready, you know. And it's because I took care of my body. Because when you take care of your body, and I'm sure a lot of you know this, when you take care of your body, our body is our temple. When you take care of your body, you take care of your mind. Because when you see yourself in the mirror, like, oh, I look great, you just told yourself a positive thought. So when you say you have a positive thought, now you just thought of a positive thought. And when you think of a positive thought, then you are in a good state of mind. You know, I know there's a lot of rainy days going on in a lot of people's lives, but understand those are just character building days. Those are going to make you appreciate the good times that come, because what is always behind a dark cloud? The sun. So always look at it that way. A lot of people pushed me down. A lot of people were bullying me, abusing my gift with their power. Put me in a box, locked me up, threw me like if I was nothing. And what did I do with it? I arose to the occasion. I'm smiling. I'm proud. I'm staying positive through it all. And you know what? Look at the blessings I just received. You know, the zone now, fighting before my son is born. God willing, everything goes well. And it is. And just, look, I got a paycheck out of that. But I am not satisfied because I didn't earn that. I still got work to do. Not everybody's like that, though, you know? When I can't accept something that I haven't earned, you know? I have to earn it first, and then I receive that check.
Well, Teo, like I said, I do appreciate your time, but I just want to get your thoughts on the Josh Taylor situation. You've been calling him out, and he's obviously reciprocated that. From what I see, he'd be open to that fight if it could be made. But just want
It can be. Can be. It can be made. I don't see why not.
Well, I just get an update from you. I know Maurizio Sullivan was in here earlier. You had some words with him about trying to make an undisputed 135 champion against an undisputed 140. What did he say to you about that?
They said it can't be done, and they called me a schmuck, and I just started laughing. And when I started speaking out the truth about stuff, they got to call the referee, which was Mauricio Suleiman, and I just stated out pretty much the same thing. They could do a catch weight, They're not gonna push it, They got to say that it has to be 35 limit or the 40 limit. So it's weird though how the 140 pounder could come down to my weight class to defend his titles, right, and be at 35. But I can't do that, right? It's weird.
So you can't go up to defend, but Josh can come down?
Yeah. That doesn't make sense. Isn't it a two-way street here? It's not a one-way. But they know that Josh Taylor can't make 135, and he won't go down to 135. Like, if you look back at history, you look at what's been going on. I'm someone very observant. I wouldn't be here today if I wasn't that. You know what I'm saying? And I look at patterns. I like to do Tetris. I like to do puzzles. Like, I'm very good at those things. And I see a pattern here. Leo Santa Cruz, from 126 pounder, fought at 130, defended his title. Gervonta Davis, 35-pound champion, right? Regular or interim champion with the WBA, and made the fight happen where they put both of those titles together. But Tank had to go to 130, right? They say. But the thing was, if it's a 130-pound fight, why are you defending a 35-pound title as well? And they look at me like smiling and like if I don't know anything, but in reality, I do. Because if that could be done, why can't that be done? If we have YouTubers in this boxing world and they're making it a circus, what are the rules? There's no rules in this no more. So let's do this. Let's make it a takeover rules. How? By doing bigger and better things, uplifting the sport rather than bringing it down.
Do you have?
Sorry, no, you're fine. I could just say one last thing is that people are bringing the sport, like the UK. I love you guys so much, and I can say that proudly because you guys support boxing. You guys are true, die-hearted fans and supporters, and it's like. I love that because you don't really get that much out here. The biggest sport here in America is football. American football. It's not really boxing. But for you guys, it's boxing, rugby, soccer. But you guys support the sport. And it's like, thank you. Honestly, boxing probably wouldn't be, the same if it wasn't for you guys and for the way it has been. I just feel like now it's... It hurts me. Well, it did hurt me. I let it go, because I got bigger plans for it. You know what I'm saying?
Teo, just if Josh is to catch, well, I'm sure he will see this. Do you have a message for him to try and make a fight next year? Because your dad said he's very keen to try and make it around April time.
Yeah, we make the fight happen. I mean, I already finished my business at 135. I'm just defending my titles. Like he's going to defend his titles against Catterall. But I know what he's going to do. You know what I mean? He's going to, after that, he's got his victory and then move to 147.
Just want to get your thoughts on a couple of fights.
Don't do that, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want you. You know what I mean? Like, and the fight fans want to see that fight. You know me. I ain't scared. You know that. Like, I look at you like that, too. Right through your eyes, boy. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't son me. I just son the daddy of everybody. I'm Lomachenko's dad, bro. Y'all all looked up to him, and I just sunned him. So who's the dad? Me. Boy, you just another son to me. And I'm going to son you when you give me that fight. I'm going to make sure that fight happens because you are going to get the biggest payday fighting me rather than Crawford and rather than anybody else. And you know that. And you got a family of your own. I'm pretty sure they'll be okay with you taking the L but getting a good bag out of this. Probably $8 to $10 million.
Sounds good to me, Teo.
Right.
Just to move forward.
Because what the saying? Money talks, bullshit walks. Right? Yeah. So you can't back out of this. And trust me, and we could definitely fight in the UK, but we're gonna definitely have different judges. Best believe that. And however, I look at it like that. You know what I mean? You know, and if I gotta go, we all know I'm undisputed at 35. So if I gotta relinquish my belts, and I gotta go to 140 because they don't want to make that fight happen, which they could, they really can. I said make a catch weight. They could really make that rule happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm willing to go up that weight, and I even go up. We could even just bring it to 138. So he only has to drop 2 more pounds. I'm being considerate here, for the fans, for the people, and they call me a duck. Well, you know what? I am. I'm an ugly duck that has turned into a beautiful swan.
Tio, I just want to get your thoughts on a couple of quick fights before I do let you go. Jojo Diaz, Ryan Garcia, what's your take?
I take that it's going to be a great fight for the fans. You know, both fighters are American Mexicans, so it's going to be great just to see that happen as a foundation of their kind and their sport, you know, and also for the sport of boxing, you know, and then we get to also see we also get to see Ryan Garcia and Jojo Diaz, you know, get to see how they look. You know, Joseph Diaz has been looking improved in everything. I mean, he beat Javier Fortuna, you know, and he's been showing a lot of skill set, you know, and he's in this division now. Ryan Garcia has been in this division. He's getting stronger. He's getting where he needs to get to right now, and I think he's now ready mentally to fight. So it's good to see that. It's all about now I feel like Garcia will still win. However, we got to give acknowledgement to Jojo Diaz. He is a former U.S. Olympian. He is a former 130-pound world champion. You know, he's at 135 now. So this is not going to be a walk in the park for Ryan Garcia, and it's not going to be a walk in the park for Jojo Diaz.
Loma and Comey announced recently.
Yeah, that's what I was going to talk about. I was going to say Lomachenko, Comey. It's another fight, you know what I mean? And I can see where Lomachenko's heading at, but you lost. You know, everyone was against me. Even Vegas itself was against me. 4-1, the odds, you know, all around the casinos. You know what I'm saying? So, like, had I lost, I wasn't going to even be talked about. You know what they're going to do to me? Had I lost, I was going to be fighting on, like, probably some club shows. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? But now they want to, like, they're begging me to give that. When the guy didn't even give you guys, to the fans, didn't even give his time after he lost to talk to you guys. What does that show? And not even to the media. He didn't give nobody time when he lost. Had I lost, I would have been a real man and talked to everybody still. You know what I'm saying? So that's the difference between a champion a champion and then a people's champion. There's a big difference. I'm a people's champion and an undisputed champion and a champion in life. You know, we all are champions in life. We all are here today, so I pound that for you guys. It's a blessing, man. Be thankful, be grateful, gratitude. Gratitude is the main key to success.
Tio, it's great to see you in such good spirits. Final fight I want to get your thoughts on is the one that is happening here, Fury Wilder 3. Finally, your thoughts on this trilogy bout.
I believe that is a great fight. I believe the fans are going to win this fight for sure because some people were rooting for Fury in the first fight. Some people were rooting for Wilder. Wilder improved in the first fight, dropped Fury. Fury came back. Second fight, Fury made adjustments, got the job done against Wilder. Now it's the third one, the trilogy. And it's like, okay, is Wilder going to make adjustments and then get the job done with Fury? Because we've seen both of them go down and tasted the canvas against each other. So it's bad blood against one another. I believe we all win as a sport, you know, because it's good to see this stuff happen and come out into fruition. And I think, yeah, in reality, I don't have a pick on this at all. I believe that it's just a great fight for us and kind of like a lift in our sport rather than seeing the circus that's been going on with exhibitions.
All right, Teofimo, it's been a pleasure to catch up with you once again whilst I've been out here. Good luck with the rest of your preparations. I know you're waiting to go to the toilet. I appreciate your time. Thank you for speaking to Boxing Social.
Always, it's a pleasure, and thank you guys for having me. Always, I thank you all. It's Teofimo Lopez, The Takeover. We are still taking over, and I promise you that. Just right now, we had a speed bump that we had to go through, but we've come over it. We've overcame it, and now we're headed to the Fiji. We're gonna climb the Fiji mountain right now.
Teofimo, thank you.
You got it. Thank you, guys.